Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me. It is cold in the studio today. Winter is definitely setting in here. Now, I had that comment from my last video about somebody living in Arizona and it's like t-shirt and shorts weather. That is so not fair. You gotta stop bragging, man. Oh my god, I think I shed a tear with that one. It is so cold. You got the winter boots out. We got everything out here. I didn't even dig up my potatoes. We were just too busy, and so all my potatoes got frozen in the ground. Oh, and I do love gardening, guys, so that's a bit of a piss off for the year. We're gonna go ahead and get started with your read today, guys. We'll see what comes forward. I was getting really pulled to these cards today, so I'd like to know why. What's up with that? A merry motive and a powerful move. You know, it's really weird, guys. I'm getting told that I'm supposed to put these in a circle today. Kind of like we did with the tea leaf card. So I'm not sure what that's all about. A merry motive and a powerful move. It's like setting your intentions. Setting your intentions in perfect harmony. Shining through. And a burst of magic. I can keep seeing in all these cards, and it just keeps repeating. The message repeats through my guides. It's like you're flowing with the universe. You're starting to listen to the universe. You're listening to signs around you. You're listening to your spirit guides. And that's what's giving you this sort of perfect harmony. It's like you're coming into this time where blessings are going to start manifesting for you. And I don't know if it's opportunity, but setting your intentions is very important here, guys, is what I'm getting told. Great big love. Into me, I see. You know, that is about all that shadow work, guys, and really looking into yourself, doing that personal growth work, being on, you know, your Empress, your Emperor journey, all your healing and looking in. Great big love. I do feel like this big love for life now and a big attitude shift. And this might be part of setting your intention. This might be part of this sort of this personal growth that you've been doing and starting to just feel differently about life on an everyday basis too. The Oracle's gift. You know what? This is the weirdest thing, guys, I'll tell you. I felt really pulled to use this deck today, and I kept actually seeing this card in my mind. The Oracle's gift, the Oracle's gift. And I kept feeling this sense of like sitting in the morning and having a cup of coffee. And like just being happy and grateful. Being happy and grateful for what you have in your life, for the blessings, for what you've come through this far, how far you've come, and all the things that you've been able to achieve and that you are achieving. So I don't know if this is part of what's sort of happened this morning, sitting around and being able to just be grateful. Ooh, all those guys wanted to pop out. And I got told these two as well. Oh, and that one wanted to come. But we're going to start with all the ones that fell out first. Those are always my favorites. There we go. Beautiful and caging. I keep feeling like things unlocking. Things unlocking. This might be part of your personal growth journey. It might be part of what you've been doing lately. Or this attitude shift that I keep feeling in this cards. And then I get told again, unlocking and blessings. And blessings coming through. So it's like by being able to go with the flow of the universe and really start listening to your intuition, listening to your guides, having that faith, having that trust, and being able to go with the flow of things, it opens the door for beautiful blessings to come your way. Seeing beyond, waking the line. See, and you're coming into yourself. You're coming into your strongest self, your sense of self. You're feeling more confident in yourself, in your choices. It's like you're coming into your own. You're coming home to yourself. Awakening genius. And the power of purpose. I tell you, I very strongly feel an ancestor in this card. This is one of your spirit guides who comes forward and has been keeping an eye on your life path, on your progress, on everything that's been going on. So that's where a lot of your guidance does come from, guys. The power of purpose. And you being able to find clarity in certain things in your life and clarity in your path and maybe what you feel like you're supposed to be doing, or even just in sorting through emotions and finding balance in that. It is very powerful. The guides are saying that you're on your path. Like you're well on your path. Ears wide open. Roots of abundance. Bearing fruit. I don't know if you've been working towards opportunity for a while, or really looking for signs, or looking for that opportunity, or asking for guidance in what this is. Am I supposed to be doing this? Is this going to pay off? Am I doing the right thing? Or you got your ear to the ground looking for opportunity. I keep seeing opportunity coming, blessings coming. There's bearing fruit. I mean, that is your labor starting to pay off, guys. Beyond the ordinary. Call on the muse. Call of the Muse is all about inspiration and allowing your inspiration to flow, allowing your creative side to flow. Beyond the ordinary. I keep feeling opportunity of some sort coming up. Opportunity coming up. This is something that could only come to you through your process. Through this Into Me I See card, through your personal growth and your willingness to have faith and trust and go with the flow of the universe and to listen to your spirit guides. There's inspiration coming forward for you. The land between. And the royal you. Yeah, that's interesting. It's like you had to go through this period of time. That is the land between. It's not the past. But it hasn't moved to this future, which is all the abundance and the blessings and the opportunity. That is your future that's coming forward. You had to go through this period of time where you did this work for yourself. So that you were prepared and ready to take the next step. And I feel like the next step is coming to you. This is your time for the next step, for the royal you. The royal you is this future. This is you coming into your own, being confident in yourself, being confident in your choices, trusting your spirit guides to lead you. Divine matrix, and everything happens for a reason, and it happens in the timing that it's supposed to. So this opportunity could not have come to you, whatever this is going to be that's coming your way, it could not have come to you, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because you were not prepared to make the most of it. There were certain tools that you were lacking that you had to go through this whole process to gain for yourself. So when this opportunity comes to you and avails itself to you, you are ready to make the most of it. You're like at your most powerful. Those ones, all of those ones I got told need to come forward. And then that guy, and I got told the back one too. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah, you had to have clarity. There were certain things that you needed to be able to see clearly, that you needed tools to be able to find the clarity in. Maybe it was looking past certain emotions or hurts from the past. Or even setting ego aside and being able to be real with yourself. The storyteller. Of like a new chapter. But it's a continuing story. It's like how everything you've been through in the past ties into everything that's happening now. Again, divine matrix. Everything happens for a reason, and everything happens in its time. There's always a purpose behind it. You do have this higher view now with what you've been through. Your spirit guides actively work to give you that higher view as well, and help to show you in one way or another. Tall tale and broken open. I definitely see there was healing work that had to get done. There was things that had to be let go of that tie into the smoke and mirrors and the clarity. Things that were blockages, right? It was blocking abundance from coming from you. It was blocking these blessings from coming forward. It was keeping you from being prepared. There were things that you had to go through and experience and really process and find your way to the other side so that you could be your best self. Even in this broken open card, a lot of times it sort of references our vulnerabilities, maybe having to process grief. But I just see shining through. I just see your inner self shining through, like everything that had held you back in the past, maybe worries about what other people would think, or maybe even lower confidence, or feeling like you weren't good enough or you weren't worthy. It's like all of that stuff is gone. You've been able to just shed those things that do nothing for you but hold you back. You've been able to just crack out of that shell and let your inner self shine through and move through with confidence. And maybe that was part of what happened with this Oracle's gift card is about. I kept feeling that this morning, right from the time I got up and having that cup of coffee. I'm just like sitting there, and I don't know if we were looking at the window or sitting at the kitchen table or what it was, but just like feeling really grateful. Feeling really grateful and reflecting on how far you've come, and feeling very blessed at everything that you've been able to come through and overcome, and everything that you've been able to achieve. Just that happiness, that peace, that gratefulness. All right, I'm getting told to move to tarot. Which one? This guy here. All right, we're going to use the Light Seers deck. So Spirit, can you please clarify this read for the collective today? What's it all about? The sideways ones need to come forward. Death and rebirth. It's about a new cycle for you. And you know, it's funny. It's like almost like yourself. Like, not that you've recreated yourself, but it does have to do with breaking out of that shell and like a new you. And letting a new you come forward. The Eight of Pentacles, it took a lot of learning. It took some hurtful stuff. It took really digging in deep. And taking that honest look at yourself. And realizing that you are worth it. And you are worthy. And being able to have confidence in your knowledge, in your skills, in your abilities. And not keeping hold of like that, you know, that old garbage that we pick up along the way where we wind up doubting ourselves because something didn't work out in the past. All those things that didn't work out are failures, and then we almost let them define us at times. It's like you've been able to break away from that and not let it hold you back anymore. But it was tough going. It was a tough lesson to learn. And you have had an angel over your shoulder the whole time watching you. You do have your angels. You do have your divine guides and your ancestors who are keeping up with you along your journey. And the Ace of Swords. I don't know if you've been waiting for a sign about an opportunity or about this, what this call of the muse means to you, like this inspiration. You've been waiting for something to come to you. And I got that ears wide open too with that fox. And it's like listening, waiting for a sign, or asking, am I doing the right thing? And then waiting for a reply. Because I keep getting this waiting in the Two of Wands. Watching and waiting to see something, waiting to have something come forward. And that Ace of Swords is all about truth and victory. It's like you've been waiting for a sign from somebody, letting you know that you're doing the right thing. And analyzing. I don't know if this is a choice that you're making in your job or in business or in finances. Because I do feel like I don't feel like this ties into love and romance particularly. I feel like this is more of your overall life and your life path and the material things around you as well, like your home or your career and things like that. Is the wheel going to turn? Nine of Cups, am I going to achieve what I would like to achieve? Am I going to get that wish fulfillment? There's something that you lost too. I don't know if you went through a really hard time financially where you did have to sort of scale back, or you did wind up losing some things. But I feel like your opportunity to start gaining is coming. Your opportunity to start gaining blessings is coming back to you. The Ten of Swords, it's time for a new chapter to start. All of this old stuff, you've been through it. You've sorted through all the feelings that go along with it. You've done your work. You've done your personal growth. And now it's time to start looking forward. Four of Wands, happiness and celebration, stability. Ace of Cups. I don't know if you're looking to purchase a home, or you're looking for, I keep feeling like this is part of your goal you're trying to achieve, like a new career or a home. It's a new situation, but it's coming forward again, because right after it is the Ace of Cups. It's opportunity. It's a new beginning. A new beginning is coming. You got amazing cards here. The Nine of Pentacles. It's wealth that you build for yourself. This is something you're going to achieve for yourself, and maybe you've never owned a home before, and that's part of what you're looking for. Opportunity is coming. Opportunity is coming. Four of Cups. And maybe it's been slow in coming too. But like that divine matrix says, like everything happens for a reason and everything happens in its own time. So the right opportunity, things had to align so that that could open up for you. And the Nine of Swords. Can you please clarify these cards for me, Spirit? Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords. And the Fool. These are interesting cards. And I do see another energy here, this Knight of Wands. I don't know if this is a friend or a family member, but it was somebody who was making some stupid choices. And this might have been part of the heartache that you were dealing with too. And maybe some of that Three of Swords and the separation and some of the loss. That there was a bit of separation in a relationship too. And it did cause you a lot of grief. It did cause you a lot of worry, like not knowing sort of where this person was at, how things were going to play out. I keep feeling in the Fool card like having faith, like you really had to have faith that this person would come around. This person would find their way. The Three of Pentacles, it is a deep bond. I don't know if this is a family bond, but it does feel like a deep bond, and I feel like a reconnection there as well. Spirit, can you please give me some more for the collective? The Page of Wands. It's like somebody just had to learn their lessons. There's Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. That's that young energy. The Five of Swords. Maybe they hung around with stupid people, or they had dumb connections. People sort of whispering stupid stuff in their ears and encouraging them in a bad direction. And perhaps you tried to, say that to them. Coming from a caring way, you're getting sort of led astray here. You got this Page energy that's feeding you bad ideas. But maybe this is something they just had to find out for themselves. And you had to just let go and trust in the universe. That this person would wind up seeing what the truth was for themselves in their own time. Because I don't feel like they're bad. Like I don't feel bad energy coming from whoever this person is you had an issue with. That Knight of Wands, it doesn't feel like an evil energy. It doesn't feel like a narcissistic energy. It just feels really young. And maybe perhaps a bit naive or foolish. The Ten of Cups, there's the Family card. So maybe this person just had to realize how important caring connections were, and to be able to see that you were a caring connection. You were not somebody who was trying to tell them what to do or run their life or tell them how wrong they are all the time. You weren't coming to them with, judgment. You weren't being judgy. You were coming to them because you loved them and you were worried about the path that they were being led down. The Tower card. That's interesting. Transformation in this card. I feel it very strongly today, transformation. This person just had to come into their own. And you know what? So did you. So did you in all of this too. You had to take your time in healing. You had to learn to trust in the universe. And you had to do all of your own work. So that you could do your own growing. On the Page of Swords. I don't feel negativity in the Page of Swords. I feel a lot of sitting back and watching. And trusting in what you know. and allowing that person to find out on their own. Somebody else having to seek their own knowledge. And I feel like this person had to seek it through experience. So they had to experience these things that you probably said were going to come to pass, and they had to go through it by themselves. And then to come back and realize that, you know, you were that steady Eddie. You were that Knight of Pentacles. You were that voice of stability and reason. Six of Pentacles. You were somebody who offered a relationship with an even give and take and a balance. Which, let's face it, we know not everybody's like that, right? We know there's that karmic energy out there who just wants to take. But that's not the collective. The collective energy is that not just give, not take. It's the balance, right? We want that balance. We want to be able to give to somebody who's going to give back to us. We have that fair, loving relationship. And that's what you offered this person. I feel like they just needed time to go through the shit to be able to see it for themselves. Right? They had to have that life experience to be able to learn. And maybe you learned that the hard way too at some point in your life. And that was part of what you tried to show them too. That was part of what you tried to tell them. But some people just got to learn on their own, right? We got to fall down a few times and learn how to pick ourselves back up so that we can learn these different lessons. They had to go into hermit mode. They had to take the adventure on their own. They had to have the life experience on their own and figure it out for themselves. And maybe this is something that completely has gone through, and maybe this is one of the things that you're very grateful for when you're sort of having that cup of coffee and you're sitting and thinking about. The Magician. Can you bring me more on that, Spirit? Please clarify the Magician card for me. And that one too wanted to come forward. And this might be part of a looking back and seeing how all our choices lead us to a certain point. Maybe that was another thing you tried to share with this person. You know, you look back on your life and you can see how every choice led you down a certain road. And it's all gotten you here to this point. And you know that there's consequences for every choice. And that's something you tried to explain to them too. But again, I just feel like they had to find out for themselves. They got to find their own balance. And you had to take your own path too. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And that Queen of Pentacles is that very nurturing, sort of motherly energy. And that would be the energy consistent with, you know, trying to help somebody out and trying to be caring and explain and give guidance. I do feel that King of Cups energy does belong to the Page of Wands. This is part of who you're talking about, and somebody who just had to figure it out for themselves. Somebody who had to have their own heartbreaks. And they had to sort through it so that they could find their way through and they could mature and they could grow. The King of Pentacles. And I do feel a growing here. King of Pentacles, though. I feel a lot of your energy in that King of Pentacles, I got to tell you. And that's part of your inner peace. It's part of your confidence. It's part of these blessings coming forward and these changes that you're making in your life. You're sort of moving from this softer energy, not totally leaving it behind, but being able to move into a more confident energy. I feel a lot more. It's not like the Queen doesn't have the confidence, but this King feels on top of the world and he feels so very sure of all of his choices. And so that's the energy that you're coming into, that more masculine, action-oriented energy. Please bring me more, Spirit. What else do we got for the collective? The Hangman. Seven of Pentacles. And Ten of Wands. I see that release of the past, that release of worry, the release of fears, that faith, that trust, that tapping into your intuition, tapping into the flow of the universe, and starting a new chapter and looking to grow and move forward. Letting old burdens go. Old burdens have no place in the future. And this relationship, the cards are saying, whoever this is, once they go through their time of personal growth, they get burned, they figure it out, that there is a time of mending. that will come back. And maybe this is something that's already happened. And like I said, that's part of what you were so grateful for, sitting around having a cup of coffee and thinking about it and being grateful for the connection or the reconnection. Spirit, can you please bring me more? The Hierophant. You're just coming into a higher form of yourself now. On the Seven of Swords, you know what's funny? He tends to be sort of sneaky energy. Sometimes he can speak to strategy. In him, I feel like you've turned a cold shoulder. So it's like you don't take on karmic energy. You don't allow for doubt and worry to creep in. You have no space in your life for drama or BS. I just feel like this energy that's usually really negative that goes with the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's really blocked for you. Like you've done the blocking. You're not letting this energy come forward in your life anymore. It's no longer welcome. You've made that choice. Those two, I got told those two. And we got a whole big bunch that want to come forward with these. Blessings. Lots of blessings coming forward. That Sun card, like, this is your time. This is your new cycle for bearing fruit. This is your new time where you have this positive reconnection in the relationship. I feel like that's one of your blessings that's coming forward if it hasn't already. But there's other blessings that are coming forward too. It's like things are just falling into place. And it's like realizing that once you let go of the old, once you cut ties with the old, like the Six of Swords, you just cut ties. It helped you to move forward into something new. There's no time for thinking about the past anymore. You do that maybe less and less these days because you're now so focused on the present. You're so focused on what you're moving towards, what you've achieved, being happy, and you have achieved a lot. You've absolutely achieved. The Ace of Wands. And you've had your time of rest and you have your time of healing. And now it's this new beginning. This absolutely beautiful new beginning where all the blessings start to roll in. It's like now is your time. Your Emperor coming into your best self. See, I feel like that stronger, sort of more masculine, action-oriented energy. You're really coming into yourself and that heavy confidence in yourself and the choices that you make and where you fit in life. You've come out of your Eight of Swords. You've found your way through, removed your blindfolds. You think about the choices that you make too. When you're presented with a choice, you give everything very careful consideration. Justice is balance. Things coming back into balance, wrongs being made right. Like I said, you're regaining something that you lost. This is part of your blessings, regaining something that you've lost. I do see life around you in your home changing for the positive and things that you're achieving there as well. There's that Ten of Pentacles. That's family again. Family, happy home situation. It's everything. Your situation is changing. Like I said, balance. Everything coming back into balance. Regaining what you lost. These are your huge blessings. This is your time. This is your time that's come forward. And like I said, like sitting around having coffee and just being grateful. Being grateful for everything that's around you. Being grateful for everything that you've achieved. All the blessings that you've gotten. All the blessings that are still to come in your life because there's more coming forward. You just have this beautiful new cycle of change that's beginning for you guys. And this is the chapter. This is this new chapter that you are finding yourselves in. Where things just keep getting better and better as long as you stay true to this path. Stay true to yourself. This leaving that old shell behind. I just see it as like it, like I said, better and better. Better and better. That's what I keep seeing. So I tell you guys, that is the card for today. That Oracle's gift is absolutely, I still see it in my mind, sitting there and being grateful. So don't be afraid to take that time and to really reflect and to give your thanks to the universe and to your guides for everything all the gifts that you've been given, all the love that you've had in your life, but all the opportunities for growth as well, because it's all part of what makes us who we are and gets us to where we need to be. That's the big one for the day, guys. What a beautiful message. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Take care.